Now, during an interview, you received a mandolin from Robert Hunter. Is
Yeah,
that
it was a
is that
blind.
accurate?
Yeah, it was a Blind Melon interview. The
Hmm.
magazine Cream at some point in the '90s, they would do this cool thing where they would go to like somebody old school, like, one of the legends in the business, and that person would interview the new and up and comers. So they used Robert Hunter, who wrote all the song, all my favorite songs for the Grateful Dead, legendary poet, wonderful, wonderful man. They connected us with Robert Hunter. So we played at the Fillmore. We're on tour at the Fillmore. We go up to Robert Hunter's house. We're sitting around his living room doing the interview. And at some point, he starts making fun of the mandolin that I was playing normally. I had this other mandolin, kind of this old beat up mandolin. So I was kind of making fun of it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And then at some point, he walks over and he hands me David Grisman's mandolin. He's like, oh, this is David Grisman's mandolin. He hands it to me. And then I'm like standing in a room with I'm sitting in a
What?
room with a bunch of people, and he just hands it to me. And I'm like, oh, am I supposed to like perform for you now? Like, it just felt weird and awkward. And he goes, it's yours. And I was like, what? He's like, I'm giving it to you. And then I was just like,
Dude.
oh my God. It's like a 1918 or 1920 mandolin that was David Grisman's and,
And it was
Jerry.
David Grisman's.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And Old and in the Way was one of my favorite records. You know what I mean? Old and in the Way, one of my favorite records. So, like, yeah, to me, it was such a moment. I still have that mandolin to this day. I don't know where it is. It might be in my son's room. I don't see it down here. I think my
Well,
son has it in his bedroom.
folks. Again, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. I just to see the expression on my face as Christopher was telling that story. That is, I, I was. Thanks, Mom. I was raised a deadhead, and
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
I absolutely love Robert Hunter,
Yeah,
and
me too.